Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to take a look at the comparison between the Ravager set and the Advancing Yokeda aka Berserking Warrior set. First we are going through the theoretical stuff just to explain you what's going on, and at the end I will show you two different parses. We are currently on the Merkmeyer PTS, just keep that in mind. When we look at those two sets, Ravager gives us a weapon crit, max health, weapon damage bonus. Berserking Warrior, weapon crit, weapon damage, weapon crit. Now, Ravager, when you deal melee damage, you have 8% chance to increase your weapon damage by 645 for 10 seconds with a 10 seconds cooldown. So you will not get 100% uptime on this. Something like 70% will probably be average. Berserking Warrior, when you deal melee damage, your critical strike rating is increased by 400 for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. That's like 2k crit rating, which is about 9% weapon crit. You have to see. Now, Ravager has a health bonus, which can be very helpful. And Berserking Warrior doesn't have that. Now, why do I say that? So, when we quickly, or just look, so both DPS parses I've done was with 2 infused and a bloodthirsty. Other than that, it was just the sets that are different, but everything else was the same, like enchantments, champion points, and so on. So when we quickly look at the parses, so this here is the Advancing Yokeda parse, and you have seen basically 100% uptime on all the stacks. So that we end up 72.5% weapon crit with 3961 weapon damage. That's 55.3. And then when we look at the Ravager parse, the highest I've gotten was 54.2k, and that with a 75% uptime. So that 75% is really high actually. That's pretty cool. Please make sure to not forget to subscribe. Here we had 60% weapon crit and 4581 weapon damage. So you kinda see basically 12.5% weapon crit difference between Ravager and Yokeda, but we gain like 600 more weapon damage. In the end, it's really a small choice. So I would say when we compare Ravager versus Yokeda, it's like 500 to 1000 DPS difference. So you have like Advancing gives you a little bit more than Ravager. However, now very important, but a lot of people forget. When we are in a raid environment and we have the net shop, or just not the net, the mana toughness from the warden, and we are at 70.8k health with Yokeda. So that would be like, I don't know, 19k health with Eben, let's say around 19k. Now when we equip Ravager, real quick, we sit at 19.4k, that's with minor toughness, and with Eben that would, I don't know, 20.5, 21k health. So you need to decide for yourself, is it worth losing 500 to 1000 DPS but gaining 1.2k health? So if you're dying quite a lot, then Ravager is the way to go for you. If not, if you don't care about the health, then Advancing Yokeda. That's the most important thing you have to take away from this comparison. DPS wise, more or less the same, but the health difference is quite huge. And the thing is, you have to see, we are in 7 medium. So 7 medium with so much health, that's really, really nice. Quite freaking juicy. Now, keep in mind, I'm using the braised rabbit with spring vegetables on this setup, on the warden, because we can actually sustain this now. Because it's got quite a few sustain buffs, the warden, along some other classes. So most of the classes will actually swap back to the normal health and stem food. That's why we are so high, and we are most likely not be using this anymore. But whatever, doesn't matter now. That's more or less a comparison for me. DPS difference, really small, but the health bonus, in my opinion, is more important. And in the end, if Ravager actually gave, like, if it had the health, if it had a weapon damage or a weapon crit bonus instead of the health bonus, it probably would even do the same damage as Yokeda. But I do think the health bonus there is nice, because it just amps up your health by quite a bit and can make difference between you dying or not. So anyway, let's jump over to the Parses. First, we are going to see the Advancing Yokeda parse, second the Ravager. Keep in mind we are on the PTS, so the DPS numbers might still change, but it doesn't really matter because we are just comparing Yokeda versus Ravager. Also, as you can see, I have very low health. That is because I'm using Lava Food Soup and Seltris, which gives me max stam and a lot of stamina recovery, which kind of simulates normal buff food with bubbles in a raid environment. Damn, boy. That was pretty nice. Need to farm more potatoes. Keep my birds. Skeleton. Poof. Okay. I will also have an article on my website explaining this, link in the description, and I will also link the sets there if you want to go check them out. To quickly sum this up, so in the end, Ravager deals like 500 to 1000 DPS less, but you gain a health bonus, which Advancing Yokeda doesn't have. You need to decide, okay, I have death issues, I die quite a lot, then Ravager is definitely the way to go for you. If you don't have those issues, then Advancing Yokeda. Another thing, Advancing Yokeda drops in Hell Ra, so it is, in my opinion, more difficult to get than Ravager, which you can buy in guild stores if you're lucky or from AP. That's more or less it for now. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about those two sets. There is also a lot of other good options, just keep that in mind. Now please don't forget to subscribe and hit that juicy like button. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.